This is lesson 7 from George's Secret Key to the Universe, and the first word is emits, and it's on page 161. It's just a little chemical reaction that emits the same kind of fumes, Dr. Reaper enthused, seemingly unaware of Ringo's rudeness. So I made it look like a little volcano with mud from the garden. I very much like it. So it's emitting fumes, fumes are happening as a result of the reaction, so that might help you to figure out what emits means. The next word is intrigued, and you can find that on page 163. But why, said Whippet. What do you want them for? Because, said Dr. Reaper, a sinister look crossing his face, I am trying to create life itself. What a load of garbage, said Ringo under his breath. But Zit sounded more intrigued than his leader did. Sir, he said thoughtfully, there's lots of life around us. Why would you need to make some more? So it sounds like Ringo, his response, what a load of garbage, sounds like he's not very impressed, but Zit was more intrigued and he asked a question. So maybe you can figure out from how Zit asked a question and Ringo's response, maybe you can figure out what intrigued means. The last word is emerged, and you can find that on page 163 as well. There is on this planet, replied Dr. Reaper, giving him an approving look, but what about on another planet? What about another planet where life has not yet emerged? What would happen if we went there and took life with us? So if the doctor is thinking about taking life with them to another planet because life has not yet emerged on that planet, then that must mean that life doesn't exist yet. The writing response for this is, does George respond well to conflict? Use details from chapter 19 to support your response. So I've come up with 3 different areas in chapter 19, and I wrote them down for you, where we see George is in conflict with different people. The first, on pages 170 and 171, it talks about George and his conflict with his parents over the technology. So you might want to look there for your first example. For the second example, I found George versus Ringo on page 174, where he's having to deal with the bullying behavior of Ringo. And then for the third example on page 177, it's George versus Dr. Reaper. So what I was thinking is that you could use these 3 as your 3 details in your paragraph, so then all you need to come up with is an introductory sentence and a concluding sentence, and then use a sentence to explain each one of these things right in the middle.